Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Over the Top Rope podcast. Today, I'm here to review AEW Dynamite for December 13th, 2023. Now, I thought this show was very, very, very good, with a very interesting ending, which left me wanting more, which is a great thing, a cliffhanger. I love cliffhangers in pro wrestling. But before I get to that, let me give you my thoughts on AEW Dynamite for the 13th of December 2023. We started the show with Samoa Joe giving a promo directed to the masked men who took out MJF the week before. But Samoa Joe also said that he had a theory of who those masked men were, due to the glass bottle that was shattered over MJF's head. Samoa Joe then went to claim that one of the masked men has to be Hangman Adam Page because he used to drink a lot of beer. Well, then that brought out Hangman, who said it wasn't him, and they started to go back and forth, until we got Roderick Strong, who said that Samoa was wrong about it being Hangman Adam Page. Roderick Strong said that it is not Hangman Adam Page, it is MJF himself. Roderick Strong for weeks now has been saying that the man behind the devil mask is the devil himself, MJF. Then Roderick and Hangman had some words and started pushing and shoving each other. Then we were right into the first match of the night, which was Roderick Strong versus Hangman Adam Page. This match absolutely rocked, and it was the right one to start the show. This match shows you guys what a great and talented wrestler Roddy Strong actually is, and it's really sad that they don't use him more on Dynamite in a wrestling capacity. I love his character where he's yelling everyone's name, whether it's Adam, Samoa, Renee, MJF, no matter whose name it is, he's always yelling everyone's first name, and I absolutely love it. I love this character that he's got going. I just wish they would use him more in the ring. This match absolutely rocked. I thought it was very well done. In the end, Hangman Adam Page picked up the victory, which I'm okay with, but I do feel bad for Roderick that he can't pick up a victory. Then we went into the first of 3 Continental Classic matches, which, if I remember correctly, it was Roosh versus Jay Lethal, pardon me. This match was also very good. I love Roosh and I love Jay Lethal, and I thought this match really delivered. But once again, I feel bad for Jay Lethal. It seemed like Jay Lethal was only put in this tournament to lose. The poor guy can't catch a break. And sorry, Mommy Boys, I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold. So if it cracks, please excuse me. But I think he was put in this tournament to lose, guys, because Jay Lethal cannot pick up a victory to save his life. At the end of the match, what's his name? Jeff Jarrett comes out with his crew and tried to console Jay Lethal because Jay Lethal lost. And you could see Jay Lethal, he pushed Jeff Jarrett away, and he didn't want anything to do with Jeff Jarrett. So could this be the way to get Jay Lethal away from Jeff Jarrett? I honestly think so, because it needs to be done. I hate the fact that Jay Lethal is tied down to Karen Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt. So I hope that the way to get him away from all of that. The second Continental Classic match, if I remember correctly, was Andrade El Idolo versus the big man, Brody King. Now, this match absolutely was one of my favorite matches of the night. Brody King is growing on me. I think he is such an incredible talent. And I absolutely love Andrade El Idolo, and I'm so happy for the guy. They had a fantastic match. As far as I remember, and someone please correct me if I'm wrong, Andrade picks up the victory, which is really good to see. I know there's rumors going around that the AEW contract is up and he's going to go back to WWE. But here's my thing, guys. If he was really going back to WWE, would he be picking up all these victories in the Continental Classic? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I just don't see. I think Andrade will sign a new contract with AEW. The only reason why I think he would go back to WWE is because, as we know, his wife Charlotte works there. And that's the only reason why I would see him going back to WWE. But I honestly think that he's going to re-sign with AEW, because why be picking up all these victories if he's on his way out? I thought it was a really good match, and people are probably complaining, oh, Brody King is buried, Brody King is buried. How could they do this to Brody King? Brody King is not buried. He's still strong. He's still in the tournament. Just because he lost doesn't mean he's completely out. I thought this match was absolutely great. And I can't wait to see more of Andrade and Brody in this tournament. This is absolutely great. I'm sorry if I'm not going in order of the segments, guys. This is just what I remember off the top of my head, because I had a busy day today, so I don't quite remember exactly the order of things that happened on AEW Dynamite. So I'm trying my best. We had a segment with Big Bill and Ricky Stark and Jericho and Kenny Omega on the mic. This was great. This was to set up their match at World's End for the tag team title match, which it did. Now that they set it up, now they have to build to it over the next few weeks, and I'm hoping Tony Khan has something interesting for them to do to build to the match within the next few weeks that they have, because I believe we're only like 2 weeks away from the pay-per-view. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments below. But it was a very good segment, went back and forth. Jericho, he's so great on the mic. He wanted to make a name for Ricky Stark and Big Bill at the team. So he was coming up with these funny nicknames. I don't remember them all, but one was Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. My camera cut off. So what I was saying is, during this segment, Jericho was trying to come up with some nicknames for Big Bill and Ricky Stark, and he came up with one, Big Asshole, and there was a reference to Enzo and Amore, which I thought was awesome. But all of this was to build to start the build to the tag team match at World's End. I just hope that Tony Khan has a plan to build to the tag team match, so we're much more invested than we are now. I love Ricky Starks, I love Big Bill, I absolutely love Jericho, and you know how I feel about Kenny Omega. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, in my personal opinion. I thought this segment did what it needed to do. I just hope that Tony Khan has a plan for building up until World's End. So the match has been set for World's End. I'm just hoping that TK has a plan for what he plans to do for building to this match. Then we had another Continental Classic match. I believe it was Mark Briscoe versus Switchblade Jay White. Absolutely great match. I'm loving these matches with Mark Briscoe. It just shows you what a talent Mark Briscoe is. It is truly sad that we lost his brother Jay Briscoe earlier this year. Thoughts and prayers to the Briscoe family. My deepest condolences, I mean. But it is truly special whenever Mark Briscoe gets in the ring, because you see just what an amazing talent Mark Briscoe is and what an amazing talent his brother Jay Briscoe was. I thought this match was very, very good. Mark Briscoe is the MVP of all of his matches. Even if he loses, I feel like he is the MVP of his matches. And of course, he lost his match to Jay White. Jay White ended up picking up the victory, of course. But all in all, I thought the match was excellent. Pardon me, I bit my tongue. The match was excellent. I'm very impressed with all of Mark Briscoe's matches. I'm really impressed with Switchblade Jay White. He's grown on me. Even though he's a heel, I absolutely think he's a phenomenal wrestler. Jay White, that is. And Mark Briscoe is something very special. And I love that we're getting to see Mark Briscoe on our television sets, at least weekly for now, while the tournament's going on. We had a match between Ruby Soho and my girl, Riho. This is her first match back since April, I believe, when the Outcast sprayed her with that spray paint and then she, disappeared for 8 months. This was her first match back. Nothing big, nothing too exciting happened in this match, although I love Riho's matches. She's absolutely great. I know a lot of people hate on her, which they should stop doing, because Riho is absolutely great. Even though she is small, she is a little firecracker, and she is a very good wrestler with very good talent. I wish people would give her the respect that she rightfully deserves. Just because she's small and tiny doesn't mean she doesn't pack a punch. And what was awesome during this match was Timeless Toni Storm. She was on commentary, and that was so funny because during the whole match, she didn't believe that it was Ruby Soho in the ring, because she was like, "No, my darling, that cannot be Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho has green hair." She didn't believe that Riho was wrestling Ruby Soho. She thought it was like an imposter. And I thought it was a very nice touch. Every time the camera would go back to Timeless Toni Storm on commentary, it was black and white. And every time it would go back to the match within the ring, it was in color. So I thought that was a very nice touch. I'm glad that they kept to that, even though she wasn't the focus of the match. I'm glad they kept to the detail of the timeless Tony Storm character. So props to that by Tony Khan and the production. Rio ends up picking up the victory after what I call a sliding V trigger. I noticed that most of her movesets are like Kenny Omega moves, and for those of you who don't know, Kenny and Rio are best friends. They're like thicker than thieves. They're like really close friends. So Rio has kind of the same moveset as Kenny Omega. I absolutely love Rio to death. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I just wish people would stop picking on her because of her size and because she's small. Just because she's small, it doesn't mean she can't wrestle. I think this Rio Tony Storm thing is gonna build to a match at World's End. I know a lot of people are moaning and complaining about, oh God, why does Rio get a title shot? Well, Rio hasn't been on Dynamite since April, people. This is just a way to get Tony Storm another victory in her pocket. And I don't expect Rio to win. I think the only way Tony Storm is losing is when my other girl, Jamie Hayter, finally returns, which I think we are a few months away before that ends up happening. So for those of you complaining that Rio is going to win and she doesn't deserve it, I don't see Rio winning, even though I'm a Rio fan. I don't see her taking the title from Tony. But as I said, Rio deserved more respect than that. I mean, people always make fun of her on Twitter because she's small and everything, and I think, please give her more respect, please. Our main event of the evening was Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. Now this is very interesting because they both had 6 points apiece, I believe. This match absolutely rocked. This was a perfect main event. There was everything you could possibly want. Near falls, dangerous moves. I had to say Swerve Strickland is amazing. I love his new character. I love the way he wrestles. And, I love Moxley. Moxley's my boy. But honestly, God, I was rooting for Swerve. I wanted him to win. And unfortunately, he didn't win. And I know people are going to complain and bitch and moan. Oh, why didn't Swerve win? Why didn't he win? Oh my God, he buried this, he that. Just because someone loses doesn't mean they're buried, people. Yeah, I wanted him to win. I thought it would have been make much more sense if he would have beaten Jon Moxley. But Jon Moxley ended up picking up the victory by nefarious means. He pulled his sights. And the look on Swerve's face after the 3 count was so great. He was like pissed off. So he's determined to fight his way back. And that him and Moxley are going to meet again. That's the only reason why I think Swerve lost, is because now he has a reason to fight his way back to get to Moxley. Hopefully it's those two in the semifinals, and that's what I want. Just imagine Moxley and Swerve in the semifinals. I think that would be absolutely superb. And I believe that's the direction they're going. And I thought the show was over, but then they cut to the parking lot, and Hangman Adam Page is being beat up by the guys in the devil mask, and there's a car, but inside the car you see the leader devil. He's wearing the face mask, and the only thing I could think of, because I could see the guy in the devil outfit in the driver's seat, and all I could think of is Paul Bearer telling Or Kane telling that story years ago when he drove Paul Bearer around and Paul Bearer yells, "Kane can drive! Kane can drive! Oh yes!" So the only thing I can think about is, the devil can drive! The devil can drive! That's the only thing that was going through my mind. I was like, oh my God, the devil can drive! The devil can drive! You know, cause that's what I do when I watch Dynamite. I commentate with my friend because I want to be a wrestling commentator. So that was my last words as the show went off the air. Oh my God, the devil can drive! The devil can drive! And they basically beat Hangman up. They power slammed him through the windshield. I mean, not through the windshield, but it was enough to basically crack the windshield. And I thought that was an awesome way to go off the air because it's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger that makes you think, okay, who are these masked men? And who is the devil? Now we know that for sure. It's not Hangman Adam Page, because he was the one getting beat up. Vern Samojo had said at the beginning of the show that he thought it was Hangman. Well, according to that, it's not Hangman. So my question to everyone that's watching this video right now, who do you think the devil is? Comment down below and let me know who you think it is. I have my theories. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be Adam Cole. But I don't know who the henchmen are. I honestly don't, guys. But I think the main leader devil guy is going to be Adam Cole. But looking at the body type of the leader devil that got out of the car, he looked too buff to be Adam Cole. Unless Adam Cole is hitting the gym. But I just don't think it's Adam Cole, so I'm confused myself. The question of the day, who is the leader devil? Who is under the devil mask? Let me know down below. And this wraps up your AEW Dynamite review for December 13, 2023. I've been your host, Nick. Join me next time when we go over the latest news, rumors, and gossip in the pro wrestling world as we go over the top rope. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. 3, 4, 3